Nell ushered Toll down the long corridor towards a small garden. Once outside, she said, "We must still whisper. There are spies everywhere. What do you know?" "I got here through the mirror in the main room we just left," said Toll, who was literally bursting with questions for Nell. Sensing that his mother was anxious, though, he only said, "I came from Los Candeles, but I think the house I came from has many mirrors in it, all of which lead to different places, including Immense City." "Yes, I remember writing that," whispered Nell. "Okay, I'm off to Immense City with the cold-hearted queen, but you must take this necklace and return to Los Candeles. Don't go to Immense City until I meet up with you there. Don't go to Immense City until I meet up with you in Los Candeles." "Where's Jax?" "She's waiting for me with Jute back in Los Candeles," whispered Toll. Before he stashed the necklace in the inner pocket of his magic jacket, he smiled quickly at its two special beads. Hey, Mum," Toll began before Nell cut him off hastily. "I'm Queen Kadabra, and one of the original authors of this book," she hissed quietly. "Oh, sorry," whispered Toll. "That's what Halo told us, but we weren't sure whether or not to believe him." "Listen," said Nell sternly, "it's very dangerous to call me by any other name. I wrote this book, but since then many other authors have visited this space and made their own unique marks. Now tell me, have you given your real name to anyone at all?" "No. Oh, only one servant. That's all," whispered Toll. "Don't give it to anyone," said his mother. If you must say who you are, just say you're an inspector for King Grank and Great and Very Grank and Very Great, and that he and that he's commanded you to have no other name. I think they'll all accept that, but there's danger here, Toll. There's a traitor on the loose. I'm not sure who it is, but I must sort it out before we attempt any unmeducing." Toll nodded. "I can't explain here for fear of spies, so please wait for me in Los Candeles. Make sure you stay inside the House of Mirrors, and please keep the jewellery safe, all of it. Solo told me about Jax's bracelet and the neck. I think you already know about that, Nell." "So please wait for me in Los Candeles. Make sure you stay inside the House of Mirrors, and please keep the jewellery safe," said Nell in a low voice. "Yes," said Toll, hoping he hadn't hurt Petrel's parents as he put the necklace in his zip-up pocket. "But who's the traitor?" Queen, whatever your name is." "Kadabra. We mustn't speak any more," said Nell as a servant approached. "Can I get you some morning tea?" asked the sly woman whom Toll had met earlier. "No, thank you," said Nell. "And what, may I ask, is your name?" The servant looked nervous. "I was the new inspector's servant before he went away on holidays." "He's the son of King Grank and Great and Very Grank and Very Great," she said. Nell narrowed her eyes. "Yes, my dear," she said sternly, "but I asked you for your name, not for a list of details about your master's situation in life." I'm usually called Miss," said the servant, looking at the ground. "Well, Miss, if you don't tell me your name this instant, I'll have you reported to Queen Coldheart." "I'm known as Thieve Slave," muttered the woman. "Thank you, Thieve Slave," said Nell. "That wasn't too hard now, was it?" Nodding towards Toll, she added, "Take note of this woman's name and face, young man, because anyone who's not willing to give their full name when first asked could be an impostor." At this the woman looked as if she might faint, but instead she hurried off, muttering to herself. Nell whispered, Is she the one you gave your name to? Yes, Toll said. Then be warned, said Nell. She's a servant of the traitor. You'd better leave immediately. But I told her where I was going, moaned Toll. Nell sighed. It needs to be said Toll with a moan. Said Toll with a moan. Nell sighed. Then go back there quickly and get Jax. Bring her here and wait in one of the 57 private studies. Toll nodded. What if Halo's in Los Candeles? Asked Toll. Is he safe? Of course. He can be your guard, said Nell. I'll go and ask the Queen if we can have exclusive access to study number